There was much more behind the things, bigger picture things. Stevie, you just said it. I think we got to really dissect this because there's a couple of things going on. The glorification of Triple H, Russo'sBrand.com, where the pros are the pros.
Happy WrestleMania to everybody. Hope you had a great time not paying attention to your family or, whatever. Hopefully you got 420'd out and made it through. But, a lot of where is he? Where are they? Like no appearances by The Rock and the lackluster stuff, or we have great matches, but then at the end we pause for these epic cinematic moments of people feeding in, and it goes from a wrestling match into a play. You know what I mean? And apparently nut kick night 1, night 2 is the best finish to go with. Why do anything different? It worked on night 1. So we'll go into it on night 2 the same way. A lot of people, the LaGrecas and whoever else, like losing their mind. That's how you make them look weak. If you're in the main event of WrestleMania and you got hit with a belt and that's how the heel went over, you don't look weak. You got hit in the head with a fucking piece of steel and knocked out. What are you supposed to be like? That didn't hurt? No, not at all. And go over on them. And man, there's standout performances in athleticism. That girl's triple threat. I mean, there's LA Knight and Fatu kind of stole the show, I thought, in the ring wise. It's just that when we switch to the entertainment side, not doing so well with the believability of it all, So my favorite thing of the weekend was Killer Cross's crazy shoot. You know what I mean? Like that, I tweeted, this is what wrestling should be, not Disney on Ice. And I had just finished watching an episode of Sopranos where Tony goes off, and usually I have to watch, go to Raw from that. But I caught that promo and I go, that's what we've been talking about every time. This is how you bleed it through. This is the intensity. And then they have moments where they could do more of those types of things on Raw, whether it's Charlotte and Tiffany really wanting to go at it and cut serious promos on each other, or even somebody bitching that The Rock isn't there. Or there was like 4 or 5 different things. And even with the Jey Uso showing up hammered, that's enough to leave the door open for anybody to go, dude, this is night 1, your babyface merch seller, and this is how he's going to respect his push. Why has this guy had sunglasses on the last 3 days? Is he not able to handle the pressure? Is he on gimmicks? Is this the dude you trust now that went out and drank all of Cody's whoa baby and Wheatley vodka in the 3 hours from the time he won the fucking title to the time you put him out in front of the mark ass podcasters to get questions asked and expose himself? And who let him go out there? To me, that means somebody might have it out for him. If they're not trying to protect this guy and they let him go out there slurring his words and acting a fool when he's supposed to be top dude. And there's probably 4 other guys just waiting in the wings going, if I cut his throat, that'll prove the game that I'm fucking serious about this shit. Right. So those are the types of opportunities where someone could come and cut a serious, scorched earth promo, and wrestling would be at a very believable level as opposed to my tie matches your suit. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well, Hunter, he could talk to Hunter, but Hunter's still doing his speech.
Yeah, guys. Let's bro. I'm so over the 2 nights, and I'm so over the 3-way. These guys hit everything, hit each other with the kitchen sink, hit them with their finishes, 60-year-old times. But it takes a 300-pound tanned freaking walrus and a nut shot to kill all of them. Okay, guys, whatever. I don't care. Screw the creative. Screw the creative. There was much more behind the things, bigger picture things. Stevie, you just said it. I think we got to really dissect this because there's a couple of things going on. The glorification of Triple H over WrestleMania weekend. We can start from the statue made in Triple H's name.
The wax one or the bronze one?
The both. We could talk about.
There was another one.
There's one, the wax one that looks like he's on map with his eyes.
Indiana Holy Grail melted face.
Yeah. And then they did a bronze one that looks like Magnum TA. It looks like Triple H, but about 40 pounds lighter.
Yeah,
super shredded. So
we could talk about. Just look at Triple H. Just look at Triple H's weekend. We have the 2 statues. We got the 5 Triple H belts. We've got the induction in the Hall of Fame. We've got the hour-long Hall of Fame speech at 2:00 in the morning. We've got Triple H opening up WrestleMania. The absolute worst thing, bro, and you guys know this because you are 2 of the boys. I don't care what anybody says, bro, what anyone says. He literally showed up. Bret Hart and Stone Cold Austin, 2 of arguably the top 5 greatest legends in the history of WWE, literally showed them up by having them stand out on the stage, and he gets another grand entrance at WrestleMania. Guys, if you think for a second that none of us know what we're talking about, this was my WrestleMania moment, Stevie. When he got his grand entrance on WrestleMania and he shook Austin and Bret's hand and walked away. Look at Bret's face.
Oh, we broke it down already on the show. We did a WrestleMania special. I'm going to say, and I gave Hunter some really, I think it's great advice. You know what a real leader would do? Yeah, you can have all the stuff and know it's a little bit too much. Leave that where it is. That Hall of Fame thing, he should have been on the end where Austin and Bret were. Bret and Austin came out to the actual, each of their entrances.
You're right.
Then they play a minute to 2 minutes highlights of the match from WrestleMania 13 to prove. And Hunter would have said, people say I'm the headliner. This is what made the Attitude Era. This match made WrestleMania go into a different stratosphere. That would have gone a long way with the roster, and especially with somebody like Bret Hart, who, his eye roll after Hunter turned around, he's like, "Oh,
this is what I am going to."
I'm not gonna say.
I gotta finish. Didn't people take pictures of people sleeping?
Booker, bro. Somebody took a picture. Booker had to go online. And did you see what Booker tweeted?
No.
They got pictures of Booker sleeping.
Yeah, it's 3 a.m. What do you want?
Well, listen. Booker T came back. He explained everything, Stevie. He wasn't sleeping. He was praying. He was
praying this shit's gonna end.
So Booker said he was in deep prayer, bro. He wasn't sleeping. He was in deep prayer. Guys, there are 1 or 2 things going on, and we've been talking about this for months. Either this guy is a bigger egomaniac than I ever imagined, literally than I ever imagined, or they are setting this dude up for the fall.